Hello, viewers. Will Underwood here with The Huddle. I'm here joined by ReferOn's Chief Product Officer today, Vlad Bondarenko. Vlad, thank you very much for taking the time to join us today. I want to open with a question about the unification of operational systems in our modern industry today. And I want to talk to you a little bit about why it's become a new expectation as the industry has kind of become more opposed to individualized tools, particularly in the aggregation space.
That's really a nice question because the industry, from my perspective, yes, didn't suddenly decide that it wants one big system. I think it got tired of running 10 different systems. Again, if you look at the typical affiliate operation today, like I would say daily routine of the default affiliate manager, it's kind of, you will find tracking in one place, payouts in another, like BI tools, dashboards in a third, anti-fraud as a separate vendor, commission approval via Slack, contracts in Notion, and this all is been holding by Excel sheet quietly. So it's like each of those tools is not bad or is quite good enough on its own. But the problem is the cost of kind of running them all, of stitching them. Numbers don't match between systems, context switching constantly, and it's hours. And the affiliate manager spends most of the day just, how to say it, just to be a human integration layer between all those tools, and they're just trying to help those tools properly running. So the expectation now is fewer tools, but better ones, I would say, with data workflows actually connected between each other. So I would say less best in class for everyone, like best in class for every function, and more one place where the decision can basically build and made. You just need to open the platform, see the whole affiliate state, deal that it fits, the payout that's due, click one button, act on it without assembling any like a picture yourself. So it's kind of stuff. Of course, it's not the immediate future. It's a shift which is just started and not finished completely. And I like it because there are plenty work to do, plenty automation to do. And most operators are still mid-migration, and most platforms are still talking about the unification in some kind of this term, yes. And this is what I have just right now in my mind.
Mm-hmm. And I suppose on the subject of friction reduction, personalization has become a big part of that, particularly in your sector. Mm-hmm. And one of the sort of byproducts of that innovation has been chatbots, AI chatbots in particular. Now, I know you have had a recent release in that area, and I wanted to just ask a little bit about, what you can tell us about that and how it's been going since the release.
Let me start first of all about our kind of awareness layer Refi. And since the launch, Refi's biggest progression has been outside the product itself. He's become central to how we communicate as a brand. We are using him actively in PR, in our campaigns across kind of different visual content for and from the team. But each step is kind of quite deliberate. Yes, inside the platform itself, the current footprint is deliberately modest, and I would say that Refi shows up as a right now as a visual layer on key surfaces of the product, replacing just a generic, as in other system, I would say, placeholder pictures or illustrations on pages, on any empty states or something, with something that actually belongs to ReferOn. It's really small, but it's a foundation, and before Refi can mean anything to a user, the platform has to feel like he lives there. So this is like overall the first step for this foundation, so about the personalization of the system, but the next step should be, could be, will be, is gamification. We are preparing avatars, so affiliates have their own representation inside the system, which is the simplest, I would say, and honest, maybe we can use this word, extension of what Refi is. After that, the direction is, of course, contextual presents. I don't want to use AI here as constantly, because Refi appearing on real will appear on real system events like payout clearing, I don't know, with some of what we are working on, also anomaly detection in kind of affiliate traffic, what do we have right now on an onboarding step completion, of course animated in some way, but again, the most important thing here is that we don't want to push ref into every single screen because we can. That would turn him into kind of decoration, I would say, and framing will not be so consistent. Refi is ReferOn system awareness, and it made visible a quite, I would say, sign that something is happening in the system, that something needs attention, that everything is running. It's not a chatbot, it's not a tutorial, it just a presents where presents is the answer. So I would say Refi is just a small kit which is growing together with the system. And this is my, and not also, this is like ReferOn's task to make Refi to something bigger. So each step gets built when it's actually earns its place, I would say this way.
I
Yeah,
see. So it almost appears as though it's almost like a virtual personality that runs alongside the
exactly.
ReferOn
Exactly.
platform. Okay,
Yeah.
well, very interesting. I'm intrigued. Where does that idea come from, and how have you kind of cultivated it in an operational sense from sort of start from conception to sort of integration?
Yeah, I don't want to go into much details. I was
Mhm,
constantly speaking about this, but general
mhm,
idea is that SaaS products, especially in affiliate marketing right now, especially such system like ours, is very cold. It's data driven with a lot of tables, etc., etc., etc. We just wanted to have to add some kind of human touch of it, just
mhm,
some emotion. That's
mhm.
it. Because everything is connected, everything is circling around the emotions, circling around the psychology, circling around the. I'm trying to build a system and to provide such features, and ref is kind of a feature as well, that will build a habit of people who are using it, so that they can tell by using any other system, oh, why it's not like in ReferOn. I would like to go back to ReferOn. That's it. This is just, it's a big chain of a lot of things that we are willing to do in the system. This is just one piece of that chain.
Where do you think you will eventually draw the line? I mean, I imagine it will change over time, but when it comes to AI and human interaction along the customer journey, where do you feel is the kind of ideal place for the human touch to truly take over from the artificial intelligence in sort of along that pipeline?
Again, the conversation with an affiliate itself, the judgment on the deal, whether it's renegotiate the deal or to build real partnerships with an affiliate, those things should stay human. They will be human. Again, it's obvious thing, of course, everyone is speaking about that, but because of affiliate manager is doing a lot of daily routine tasks, a lot of those things that can be properly automated. Again, I'm not speaking about AI itself generally. It's just the automation part of it. AI is even more than just the automation. It's already something that running outside of this AI topic, automation topic. Sorry. So, but everything that is connected with the relationships, that should be on the next level. And I think that once we automate all the routine, um, and we can provide kind of AI junior affiliate manager for routine task, invoice uploading, link generation, campaign creation, and so on and so forth. We can tell that it's time to grow and to build new level, next generation partnerships with affiliates.
On the topic of automation, obviously another growing trend, part of this whole topic is automated payments. And, I'm wondering, as a hypothetical out there will maybe still be people who have concerns around their payments being automated. What would you kind of say to a client who maybe voiced some of those concerns about the safety of it all?
Yes, so we recently integrated automated crypto payouts directly to the system, and we think that it will compress the payout cycle from like hours or days, better even days, as it's done right now, to minutes without no need for any expert right now. You just click one button and that's it. Of course, the onboarding process should be done properly, etc., etc. But generally, once everything is done and the automation works, the process works, then it takes like literally minutes to send a payout. The most important, you should have enough money to be able to pay you to your affiliate. But it's another topic. And for affiliates, of course, the difference between feeling paid and chasing payments. On another note, for operators, literally, it should remove one of the most reliable sources of friction in relationships with affiliates. So as you see, benefits quite easy to mention, to list. Yes, you will have faster cash flow, fewer like support tickets, fewer messages in Skype, wherever. Yes, so no manual routines on a single day. Affiliates will be able to see the proper player drill down, when, where, how much it was paid, etc., etc. So we try just to remove this bottleneck. Regarding the security, one of the most important topic for the whole ReferOn team, for developers especially, they're crazy about this, and I'm really happy about this. So automation doesn't mean kind of unsupervised. Automation is cool, but again, the payout action in ReferOn has several kind of steps or layers before anything moves. Access to the payout function is, of course, managed by role-based permission. For example, you will assign the proper financial manager. Confirmation of each payment requires like authentication via 2FA. The API is built kind of with really strict rules, with scope of tokens, encrypted endpoints, like no shared credentials or any other things. Backend operation is fully isolated and auditable. And this is, I would say, the most important part of the system, and this functionality especially. But on another note, of course, we have the full accrual table where everything is visible also on affiliate side, and it's one of the unique selling point for us, of course.
Bringing things back more broadly, what would you kind of name check in the modern market, in the current landscape, as the key operational difficulty with building a single scalable system to kind of meet all affiliate needs, at this point in time?
The biggest challenge, I would say, is not a kind of technical even. It's like a discipline maybe, because building a single scalable system means, for me, making real choices about what stays inside the platform and what stays open to integration. Most platforms today pick one extreme. Either they go fully proprietary and try like to do everything on their own, to own everything, and it's quite hard to adapt. And on another hand, they are going completely modular and end up shipping, I would say, a dashboard that points at other people's tools, and it's quite hard in both cases to scale. Um, but on another note, what I've been like seeing this year recently, and what we have discussed internally, that the space is half crowded with kind of platforms telling the same data-driven, AI-driven, something else is driven stories, while the actual bar is moving somewhere else. And this somewhere else, I would say this is like a next standard for affiliate platforms, and it's clarity, transparency, control through a single scalable system. That's what I would like to mention. Yes, so it doesn't mean more features. It doesn't even mean a nicer UI on top of the same data. Real movement is on what we can, like, on what changes outcomes. So like a KPI driven decisions, for example, or in some like I would say genuine automation, like real automation, not automation as a buzzword, but really automate the routine work. This is where we can speak about um, what does it mean to build a single scalable system. The next step is, of course, LTV prediction, alerts. That's where everything is moving. That's what I see, at least. So this kind of stuff.
And broadly, just to close out our questions for today, and I really appreciate your time, so thank you for joining us, Vlad. What can you tell us looking forward about ReferOn's roadmap for the rest of 2026? What can we expect to see from you guys?
Always this question is kind of tricky, because obviously I don't want to give the full roadmap, but I would like to share the direction. So I would say the next 2026 is kind of unification of experience, if I can call it this way. We spent the last cycle like by building the operator side, mostly the reward engine, reporting, payouts, roles, accesses, management, and all this stuff. Of course, this connected to affiliates as well, but the next step pushes us also like to go the other direction, into how affiliates themselves interact with the platform. And I think one concept we are actively developing is unified affiliate profile. Affiliate today jungle like in having multiple logins, multiple places where they are checking stats, or by building kind of scrapers, like you call it, or when it comes to payout structure, when to request those structures, those payouts, even within the same network or with the same kind of operators. We think there is much better model: one identity, one verified access, one verified profile, one payout configuration with payment methods, etc. Kind of Apple ID for affiliate marketing in a spirit. So the further enhancements or the further direction, and that affiliates are our users as well, and the industry kind of spent like a lot of years optimizing only for operator side, while keeping affiliates and UX for affiliates as as something else, as like how to say it, afterthought. So we would like to mention it and to be clear here as well. Of course, the overall direction, I would say, the long term, or I would say, I wish not so long term and more easier to get to that direction, is so-called AI affiliate junior manager. There are already in the market I will not tell who exactly, but most probably people will understand what I mean. And very good job done, guys. But there are already solutions, at least draft solutions, who are looking into that direction on optimizing the load on affiliate managers, where we are speaking about the daily routine tasks. Again, link management, and all the stuff in voice management. So this is the direction for further enhancement of the affiliate system like ReferOn.
Perfect. Well, Vlad, thank you very much for joining us again today. Really interesting to get your insights. And yeah, thank you, viewers. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you very much. Thanks.